Hello, beautiful Leo. Thank you for being here. My name is Jaden, and this is Lighthouse 36. Today I'm doing a singles love reading for the Leo Collective. All right, let's get started. Spirit, what messages do you have for the Leo Collective? What messages do you have for the Leo Collective? Please speak to us through these cards regarding singles love. Overall theme, one card please from this deck. Overall theme. One card please, Spirit. Resolving conflict. There was another zodiac sign that got this card. I can't remember what it was. Sorry, I looked on the bottom, so I have to take it. Life purpose. Life purpose. Oh, I don't know why I keep doing this. I looked again on the bottom. Reparenting yourself. Reparenting yourself. Okay. If I see the card, I have to take it. All right. Okay. Let's get two more from this deck, please, Spirit. Overall theme, although it is developing a story for me here. I'm seeing messages here already. Okay, two please from this deck. Two please from this deck. Overall theme. You know, this is very similar to another zodiac sign, this reading. I can't remember which one it was. You may have placements in both. Oh, sorry if it's taking too long. Please just forward ahead. I have to wait till a card drops out. Okay, there we go. We've got focus. Focus. Okay, one more, please, Spirit. One more. And purification. Yeah. Focus and purification here. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's get some clarifiers. Please, Spirit, can you clarify resolving conflict? Please clarify resolving conflict. The Eight of Pentacles. Please clarify resolving conflict further. Please clarify. The Queen of Swords. Yeah. Okay. Please clarify life purpose. Please clarify life purpose. Please clarify life purpose. Got a few different cards here. Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, Four of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Please clarify reparenting yourself. Please clarify reparenting yourself. Tower. Please clarify reparenting yourself. King of Wands. Please clarify focus. Please clarify focus. The Two of Cups. Not surprised to see that here. And please clarify purification. Please clarify purification. Too many, Spirit, too many. Please clarify purification. Death, yes, that makes perfect sense. Okay. Okay, this is actually very similar to another reading I did. I just can't remember what reading it was. Okay. Can't remember what sign it was. Okay, let's just take a few deep breaths and ground ourselves, connect with the cards and the messages and with spirit. Okay, all right, Leo. So I see here when you were growing up, there was some kind of unhealthy pattern between you and your parents. This is similar to another reading. It's like one of your parents, like here it's a male and a female, the female doing the saving, the male needing saving, but it could be the other way around as well. I don't read body parts. But one of your parents suffered from, depression, something along these lines. And the other, so they were not getting the help they needed and constantly in need of being saved, okay, needing a lot of attention. And the other parent, um, had a kind of hero complex, felt like it was their duty to save this person, even though they were an adult and not getting the help that they needed. Okay. And while this parent was paying attention to the other parent, they were neglecting you in some way. Yeah, and the examples coming up again, that was in the other reading, where um, like for instance, maybe you had a school play and you were really looking forward to both your parents being there, but then one of your parents had an episode and the other stayed with them instead of coming to your school play. Um, like they prioritize the other parent over you and your needs. Things like this, like feeling neglected, feeling abandoned, um, this hero wound, needing to save the other person, um, and even though they don't want to help themselves, okay? And you may have carried this into your adulthood, this wounding here. It's like an imprint, okay? Where you felt like you needed to save, you were attracting people who needed to be saved, who weren't helping themselves, and you trying to save them, okay? Um, at some point, you realized that this was an unhealthy pattern, okay? And you realized that your life purpose, everyone's life purpose, okay, is to be happy, okay? And this person was keeping you from that. Um, you know, uh, it's okay to have empathy for another person, but boundaries need to be set. This is a codependent relationship here that I'm talking about. Boundaries need to be set. If the person doesn't want to help themselves, then you can't force them, okay? You can't force them to get the help that they need. And you were probably carrying this into your adulthood, but you realized, no, there's something unhealthy here. Maybe you went to a counselor and started speaking about the relationship you were in. Um, uh, or the patterns you found yourself in, but somehow you started recognizing that something was not quite right, okay, with the type of relationships you were attracting. It was a repeating pattern from your childhood, okay? Um, and you realized your life purpose, okay? Your life purpose is to be happy. I had someone tell me that once in a reading, and I've never forgotten it. It was so true. Our life purpose is to be happy, to follow our happiness, okay? To follow our bliss. This is the earth plane, so Yes, there are things that come up. We can't constantly be happy, but to live a contented life and to focus on what you love, okay? And that's here, confirmed here with this card. Instead of this, this is what you started doing, focusing on what you love, you know, and starting to think more logically, okay? Um, think more logically, more rationally about the relationships you were being in. The King of Swords makes decisions, not with their heart. They think with their head, okay? Um, this is not healthy for me. This is not a healthy relationship. Excuse me, and I need to break this pattern, okay? And you got out of it, started following your bliss here. A moment, looking here. Yeah. This was kind of like a tower moment for you because you realized that you had to reparent yourself, okay? In order for you to follow your bliss, you needed to start reparenting yourself. Not reparenting that child inside of you that felt abandoned, okay? Not abandoning them anymore, okay? You were not going to abandon your inner child. Your parent may have done so when you were young, but you were not going to do that. And you were abandoned in more ways than one. Abandoned by both of the parents here, okay? The carer and the person needing caring. So you reparented yourself. It's all about self-love, okay? And so that was a bit of a tower moment when you realized that you were repeating patterns from your childhood, but you were determined to think clearly about it, to think rationally, to use your intellect, okay? And there's a death. There was a death. You decided to stop that pattern, okay? Even though it may have meant that you had to rearrange your whole life, perhaps you were married to someone, had to sell the house, or your finances were somehow tied together. But you started over again, okay? And purified whatever this was, you healed it, okay? You healed this old pattern um, through reparenting yourself, getting the help that you need, okay? You were very, very focused on your own happiness, focused on what you love, okay? And because of all this work that you've done here, um, you've become the King of Wands, okay? So you now use your intellect and you follow your passions as well, okay? You're not afraid to go after what you want and nothing's going to stop you, okay? Now you're using both your head and your heart. When you had to make the decision to leave that situation that you were in, that repetitive pattern, it may have been difficult on you because you may have had love for that person, and you felt badly about it, you know. Guilty is what I'm hearing. You felt very guilty about it. But at the same time, you used your rational mind and said, this is not healthy. This person is not getting the help they need, and I'm not going to stay in this relationship with someone who is an adult and not getting the help they need. Okay? Um, because we all become adults. We may, have had terrible um, uh, childhoods, okay? Um, but we become adults and we need to take responsibility and we got to stop blaming the past, okay? Um, uh, so this is what you've done, you reparented yourself, okay? Um, and you're not going to put up with anyone who, is not reparenting themselves, who's not getting the help they need, the healing they need. You've worked on your healing, you've taken responsibility for yourself, and now you've become both the king and the King of Swords and the King of Wands, okay? You're, moving towards what you love, following your bliss, but being intellectual about things as well, okay? Um, and now because you've done this work, okay, I can see a new partner coming in for you. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, and you can see that a new partner's coming in through the Temperance card and the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a relationship card. It's interesting because both these cards show a couple together. And you're going to take your time with a relationship where you may have not done so in the past. Okay? You're going to take your time in this relationship. Because I can see here all the healing that you've done, all the work that you've done on yourself, like, counseling, energetic healing, whatever it may have been, okay, reparenting yourself, um, following your bliss, has led you to the Nine of Pentacles, okay? You're leading a very abundant life, a very happy life, like she's up on her porch looking around, seeing all that she's created. You don't need a partner, okay? You don't have to have a partner in your life, okay? Um, but you're open to it. You're open to it now, and you're determined to take your time with it. You're not going to rush into anything, and you're much better equipped now to see the red flags, okay? And your inner child is not going to panic because you've done your work. You've reparented yourself. You've done your inner child work. If you haven't, please start now, okay? People are on different timelines here. Maybe, you're in the timeline here where you're still in that terrible relationship. Now you know what you need to do. You're seeing your future self. And some of you are in the middle of this, and some of you are already here at the Nine of Pentacles, ready to open up to a relationship and take your time with it. And I can see that there's a big payoff here. You're going to be rewarded. There's the Four of Wands. This is a celebration, okay? You're going to meet someone that makes you very happy, and there's potential for long-term here, okay? Because the Four of Wands is a marriage card, so take it as it resonates. But there is a celebration. There is a relationship coming in here. So congratulations, Leo. I'm very happy for you. Okay, let's get one last message from the angels. Angels, can you please give us a confirmation, clarification, or additional message for Leo, for the Leo Collective regarding this reading? Please speak to us through these cards. Too many angels. These are very hard to shuffle. They're shaped like hearts. One message, please. Thank you. Thank you, angels. Okay, let's see what we have here. We've got the angel wings here. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Oh, that is amazing. So I think what Spirit is saying, for those of you who are at just the beginning of this timeline, it's a confirmation, okay? The past is behind you, and you don't need to keep repeating it. It's time for you to reparent yourself and go on a new path, okay? To think rationally about things, okay? Reparent yourself. Follow your bliss. For those of you who are in the middle of the timeline, keep going, keep going, keep doing what you're doing, okay? And those of you who are here now in the present, who've done all the healing, who are ready for a relationship, Spirit's confirming that yes, this is the time. You're so much better equipped now. You're ready for this. You're going to see the red flags, and any red flags, you're going to dismiss the relationship quickly, not hang on to it for a number of years, okay, or months. You're going to take your time with this, okay? and things are going to come into balance for you in terms of your relationships, your romantic relationships. Leo, I am so, so happy for you. Congratulations. This has been a lot of work, so congratulations. I'm sending you so much love. If you enjoyed this reading, please be sure to show this channel some love. Take good care of yourself and all the best on your journey.